We are considering installing new shingles on our part of our roof that's gotten in bad shape. These are Certainteed Landmark Pro. There's different colors here. We wanted the most reflective, and I thought, well, how can we tell what's the most reflective? Just looking at it, it looks like maybe this one and that one are. So we're going to do a little experiment with a flashlight here. What I'm going to do is we're just going to shine a flashlight on these shingles, see if we can just judge which one's brighter. Because there's this one here, looks pretty bright. It's not as bright, not as bright, not as bright. Looks like it's a little bit bright. Not as bright, 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 not as bright. Over here, sort of in between, a little darker, a little darker. That's kind of bright. That one's kind of in between, a little darker. So it looks like to us, especially with our eyes, how well it's showing up on this camera, that this one here and that one there are probably the brightest. We think it's probably this one here. So that's the one we're going to go with. We want to just reflect as much sunlight as possible. This looks like the way to do it with just ordinary shingles. Of course, we're just looking at visible light here. We're not looking at the infrared portion of the solar spectrum. And this is from a LED flashlight. It's not really sunlight. But I think it's probably a pretty good indication, at least the visible light coming from the sun, how it might reflect off these shingles. That to us was more important really at this time than just pure appearance of the shingles. So anyway, we wanted to share this. A good follow-up would be to look at the infrared reflectivity. You can buy infrared reflective shingles. They're pretty expensive. We weren't willing to invest that in it right now. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like the video, subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you.